You don't stop running because you get old. You get old because you stop running. Listen, I know dozens of runners who have thanked me for some of these techniques that I have showed them. And a lot of them are past runners. A lot of them have stopped running because they got old. But now they found that they can continue running and doing the things that they love to do, knowing that their best years have yet to come, knowing that they can turn things around and that age does not have to hold them back. So if you're out there and when you hit the pavement, you get done and your back hurts or your knees hurt, then you are running wrong, and come back to the basics. Start with a swift walk, see if that's okay. And then pick it up into a little jog, trying to keep the feet under the hips, making tiny steps. Okay, not pounding the pavement, but just moving swiftly, pushing the ground away, maybe even adding a little hop, trying to skate or glide over the ground. And then, you can start focusing on more times and things like that. But what I've noticed, two huge tricks that work for anybody is number one, go out there and sprint, because your sprinting stride usually is so much different from your long distance stride. And it's a stride where the feet are under the hips, where you are pushing the ground away. And so it's usually better for you. You usually get done after a sprint. You may be winded, but you actually free some tensions in the body. And number two is take off the shoes. So many times those are the issues. It's not just that the shoes are bad for you, which they are in most cases, but it's that once you take the shoes off and there's no cushion under your feet, it stops you from pounding the pavement. It stops you from landing incorrectly, because if you did so, it would hurt. So go ahead and take off the shoes, go for a barefoot run. Even start with just jogging in place, right in the comfort of your own home, and see if you can maintain that stride when you go out there on the road, on the track, on the grass. And let's dive into today's challenge. So it's the third straight day where we're going out there for a timed run. So we ran 10 minutes for a timed run, and we tripled that. We increased it all the way up to 30 minutes on the second day. And now we're into this third straight day of another timed run. And today's going to be a bit of a challenge. So it's a 60-minute timed run. So what that means is to go out there at a comfortable, slow pace for the first mile. Make sure that you catch your wind. Make sure that you're not using too much energy. And then you hit mile 2 and you pick up the pace as fast as feels comfortable for you. But it's so important, like a lot of times, especially on the turkey trot, any race really, I always start back in the pack. I always start out slow. I always start off with people who run a pace actually slower than me. But I may start out running at the same pace as them. But then as the race goes on, as we get into that second or third mile, and I pick up the pace, I start passing people. And then I actually get more energy when I'm doing that, when I'm passing people that way, than if I was to be the one being passed. So, and it allows me to not use any energy early. Sometimes you start off at that pace marker and people are just running faster than you want to go in that first mile. So try to get out there for that first mile and just nice, easy, comfortable pace, and then pick it up and go a mile and see how long you can actually run in a mile. Hopefully everybody, whether you're running a 5K, a 10K, whatever distance, that you can get in more than your race day distance in 60 minutes. And as always, let me know if you have any questions, and we will see you all tomorrow. I have a special exercise for us tomorrow to get us ready for that cold turkey trot morning.